doing it, that is enough. It is just literally you are bombarded with super consciousness. Paramashiva seeks wherever he seeks the seekers and bombards them with a super conscious breakthrough. So I wanted all my disciples, whoever is sincerely listening to me, please come out of the shock. A few statements I made. Listen sincerely. What is happening in the physics of the cosmos, chemistry of the cosmos, biology of the cosmos, I am seeing it very clearly. Whatever Paramashiva reveals every day, I am mapping that into the language you can understand. I am sharing. Last few years, I am screaming in top of my voice. If you see that video, scientists have discovered exactly the same year. I started screaming in top of my voice. Super conscious breakthrough is happening. See that video once more, you will see exactly the same year. The scientists are saying that not only universe is expanding, the expansion is intensely triggered, accelerated. I tell you. I'll tell you exactly within next 5 years, there will be millions of beings all over the world with extraordinary powers and super consciousness. The first chunk of super conscious beings are going to be happening. And this stimulus package, we are going to be the people receiving the large chunk. Large chunk is going to be received by us, Kailasa. Just like how the top corporates receive the stimulus, economy stimulus package from the government to reach to all citizens and keep the economy afloat. Same way, this super conscious breakthrough, Paramashiva is manifesting. We, Kailasa, is going to get the first chunk, the large share, lion's share. Understand? I request all of you be intensely sincere in casual, useless, not only time pass stupid things. Don't waste your time with negative people. Don't waste your time in reading or fighting Guru Drohis, Guru abusers. Don't be part of their Facebook and don't allow Facebook. Don't even read. But if you are forcibly somehow made to read, don't forget to give back strongly and defend the Sangha. I am not for not defending the Guru and Sangha. All of you be very clear. I am all for defending the Sangha. He is saying, don't read at defending. Entering into you. But if forcibly somehow it enters, you have to take a medical care and protect yourself. So, Do not allow, but if somehow forcibly it enters into your system, don't be inactive. Defending Sangha, protecting Sangha, defending Guru, protecting Guru is the responsibility of all my disciples. I am not for any of the inactivism, justifying the laziness or inactivism. First priority will be don't allow, don't read, don't engage, unclutch from all the abusers, all the Guru Drohis. The moment you even doubt, suspect, they are trying to instigate you against the Guru, against the Sangha, unclutch from them. But unfortunately, if they have put some ideas, forcibly made you read some way, by tempting or some way, don't stop defending. Don't stop without giving them back good, nice, logical, right answer.
Now, in the next segment of this program, we are going to be sharing with you about Kailasa's multi-layer COVID care facilities that are being provided in Kailasas in India. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through Kailasa has rushed the aid and opened up various Adinams, Sarvanyapitas in India to provide the COVID care and COVID protection facilities. So we are going to be moving on to the next segment after a short break.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get in and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Nithyananda, welcome back. So we'll be moving on to the next segment of this program. Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies as the COVID care protection centers. So what is the status of the world today? If you see, the Human Rights Watch reported that more than 1.5 billion students are out of school every day. So more than 91% of the world's students are out of school due to the school closures in at least 188 countries. And if you see, 36.5% of the US college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic performance suffered negatively for the past 12 months. So in addition, 29.5% listed anxiety as a factor. For American middle schoolers, 61% of the teens admitted feeling a lot of pressure to get good grades. So approximately 1.27 billion learners are currently affected due to the school closures in response to the pandemic, according to the UNICEF monitoring, and 46 countries are currently implementing nationwide closures, and 27 are implementing local closures, impacting about 72.9% of the world's student population. So in a survey by the mental health charity Young Minds, which included 2011 participants up to the age of 25 years with mental illness history in the UK, 83% said the pandemic had made their conditions worse. So 26% said they were unable to access mental health support. Peer support groups and face-to-face services have been cancelled, and support by phone or online can be challenging for some young people. So the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted or halted the critical mental health services in 93% of the countries worldwide, while the demand for mental health is increasing, according to a new WHO survey. So recently, a study also found that 18% of the individuals, including people with and without a past psychiatric diagnosis, who received a COVID-19 diagnosis were later diagnosed with a mental health disorder such as anxiety or mood disorders. So survey also found that the substance use and suicidal ideation are particularly pronounced for young adults, with 25% reporting they started or increased the substance use during the pandemic, and 26% reporting the serious thoughts of suicide. So every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of high school in the United States, and that is a student every 26 seconds or 7,000 a day. So about 25% of high school freshmen fail to graduate from high school on time. So this is the plight of the world today. But if you see the contributions from Kailasa's Department of Education, we would now go over what is the contribution of Kailasa's education system. The whole Gurukul, the real Hindu Gurukul, Hindu university atmosphere I had in Tiruvannamalai in 1970s is what I'm trying to reproduce all over the world through the Nithyananda Gurukul and online e-Gurukul. This is what is exactly revealed by His Divine Holiness. So he has said, Gurukul is a place where celebration begins with right words in blossoming minds, creating a gateway of possibilities, creating an enlightened civilization with yogic body and Vedic mind. So Nithyananda Gurukul is the best ever school established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and here students live their highest potential and manifest various spiritual powers. So the Gurukul functions as the Supreme Pontiff's vision that education is for life, but life itself is not for education. The Gurukul brings to the world the right kind of education that empowers you.
And if we look at the contemporary education versus Gurukul education, the current established by Macaulay and Max Muller in India is the non-involving narrative style of teaching. The original was not about continuously giving words, ideas, concepts, theories, or theologies. It was about awakening you to the right context, enlightenment. The Indian education system, the Gurukul, is more of a transmission of knowledge rather than mere transfer of knowledge.
So whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if you plan everything based on the best of you, it is called as specialization. So the Gurukul ambience is for specialization and not for generalization. So it is for specialization, and dilution which happens due to generalization can be avoided just by the Gurukul system of education.
Education means putting set of ideas into your head and forcing them into you, but ensuring that you memorize and forcibly make you vomit it. In Gurukul, there is no education. There is only initiation. Initiation means empowering you with powers and letting you play with it, letting you manifest, specialize, letting you manifest your specialization, letting you grow and glow.
So in Vedic tradition, the examinations are not done by question and answer method. So that is the Macaulay's method, clerk making. So in Vedic tradition, all the examinations are conducted by the thought current you carry. The person will be made to speak in the presence of Pandits who have mastered that thought current. They will see whether he can spontaneously express that thought current. If the student is able to express the thought current cohesively, then he has mastered it.
So what is real education? If we are teaching the science of completion to our kids, we should be able to guarantee you can't even get one lie out of Gurukul kids. That is what is education. Education is making you master a thought current, which becomes their lifestyle, which becomes the cognition style, which becomes their very being. For hours, you cannot speak on a subject unless it has become your thought current. The way you cognize, change of thought current, transformation of thought current is the success of the education. Each Upanishad adds a thought current to you. Transformation of thought currents is success. And these are the direct words of the Supreme Pontiff himself.
So our Gurukuls are education centric. So students can invent something which his Guru does not know. So he has a freedom. So only the basic formulas are taught. So basic tools to awaken knowledge is taught. So then the student is left free to explore on his own. Gurukuls are not with the set of rules or frame. They are only supported people to explore the highest possible creativity.
Gurukuls are not like dams for your inspiration and energy. It is embankment for the wild river. Embankment for the wild river. Embankment is different. Dam is different. With the dam, you are damned. It is embankment, not dam. That is why many of the Advaita Guru's disciples were Vishishta Advaitas or Advaitis, or many other Vishishta Advaitis, Advaiti Guru's disciples were Advaitis. Means what? Only the basic analysis scales were given to you, but you are left to really analyze. You are given spoon, not spoon-fed. You are not spoon-fed. You are only given the spoon.
So the freedom itself, if you see, Ramanuja was even able to think in the language of Vishishta Advaita. That shows the freedom which was available in the Gurukul. So, and the same way, there are many Advaitis studied at the feet of Advaitis or Vishishta Advaitis. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma gives only the tools to explore, but it is not putting you any frames, any restrictions or dams. If you read the Shanti Mantra, it is education-centric, not teacher-centric. Unfortunately, in the modern day, because teachers have not taken the responsibility to be education centric, it has become more teacher centric.
This whole verse, if you read, may we both together be protected. See, the teacher is also praying along with the student. And this is what the translation of the Shanti Mantra is. And actually, it is because we are in education centric, we're able to explore and reach the new heights of seeking. New heights of seeking. That is where the Ishtadevata concept has come. And Guru encourages the disciple to travel, discover, reinvent, and invent their own path, their own methodologies. He continues to encourage the disciple to explore on their own.
So, with the principles of completion, the four tattvas of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, as well as the truths of ahimsa or non-violence and abhayam sarva bhutepyo, the Balasons of Nithyananda Gurukul have played with the powerful cognitions and have physically demonstrated the power of these truths by providing security to the rose plants in the garden of the Gurukul, dropping their thorns. So we will now be watching a small video clip of how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has described about the Indian Gurukul, which is the future of education.
Now it is time, as per the astrology, he can rule any human society which is imposed on that society more than 60 years. Now 60 years is over for the non-involvement narrative education system. I am telling you, future is Gurukul system. The future of education is where the teachers and students live together in one place. If needed, let the parents also stay there. But because basically kids do what you do, they won't do what you say. Understand? They do what you do. They won't do what you say. Whatever you do, simply they will do. They will never do what you say. Most of the time, they don't care for what you say. The future of the Indian education system, I can say, the future of any intelligent education system will be Gurukul system. I am not talking out of pride or arrogance. I am talking seeing the future. I am telling you, I will be leading this revival in the education system through our Gurukul system. Through our Gurukul system. It is going to be the Gurukuls. In Indian education system, complete involvement is required from the side of the teacher and the student. Student need to study the teacher. Teacher need to study the student. Understand? After thoroughly studying the student, teacher identifies the right subject in which the student will be successful.